Alright, at long last, it's time that we talk about Predator, Fire and Stone. This is a 4-issue miniseries that's the fourth story in the Prometheus Fire and Stone event. In this, our protagonist Galgo messes up pretty bad. He abandons everyone on the main ship except for two of his cohorts, and well, it doesn't go well because Predator sneaks on his part of the ship, and he sacrifices his men to no avail, and the Predator and him go back to LV-223 to hunt one of the creators, big things from Prometheus, the space jockey, so to speak. What did I think of this story? I didn't care for it at first. It was a little funky. I was not getting into this. I'm like, okay, well, this is weird. Why are we doing this? But once I got into the groove, it becomes sort of this buddy cop Predator meets Lethal Weapon story. Like, it's sort of reminded me, I got a lot of vibes of the original Predator movie in this, as well as the pieces from the Robert Rodriguez Predators movie, and also Lethal Weapon with these two people these two beings that really don't want to work together, but they gotta work together as they take on the villain, sort of thing. In this, we meet up with the ground crew, the women who are left behind at the end of Prometheus Fire and Stone, which ends up being pretty humorous in and of itself. Overall, I thought it was an excellent story. It was a great sort of wrap-up thing. Of course, it doesn't really wrap anything up because we have Prometheus Omega left. But art-wise, a lot of hard lines in there. I like it. It's very Dark Horse-esque, so to speak, meaning that it's a little unorthodox, but it reminds me a lot of it reminds me somewhat of Mike Mignola. It might have even been Mike Mignola. No, it's not Mike Mignola. It did a double take there. No, but it's very similar to his art. The whole Mike Hellboy, BPRD sort of shit. Otherwise, the coloring wise, it's a little funky. Not my favorite. It's very muted. I would have preferred a little more bright colors. Not too bright, because it's supposed to be gritty. But this was it was okay, I suppose. Line work's fantastic, of course. Story-wise, it's a good conclusion story. For those of people who didn't really want to read the $4.99 one-shot that follows this, it's a nice way to end it. It doesn't completely conclude everything, but it gets pretty close. Overall, give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Well worth your time. Go check it out. Anyway, have a nice day, everyone.